destined to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got dollars. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it was just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Okay, break!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in, this is 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. stuck on the ground there, 27 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. That's out wide here for Robinson. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. Finding Bourne here over the middle. We'll see if they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw here. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. This one goes out wide for Parker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Trucks over him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7th play of the drive coming here on 3rd and 6. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Demir Bird. This will be fielded at the 17. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown!
Jahan Dotson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Gano's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Touchdown, Giants!
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop it.
They'll look to throw.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and still feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing there, they've got to get to 100.
You think he knows he's in 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Giants are right back in this football game. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Finding space at the 40, down the left sideline, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's back to throw.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go, here we go. 18 runners.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw.
Gets this to Bellinger. A great play to start the drive all the way out across the 35-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the first chance of this overtime will go to Washington as we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, and make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He did not have a catch to that moment. Pretty good time for his first run, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to